Hey everybody, and welcome to JSmith IRL. This will be episode. Oh my god! If I just enunciated my words, maybe that would help you guys understand me. So, hello again, JSmith IRL, JSmith in real life. I think this is episode 3. Although I've done little mini things, but I don't really classify those as IRL. This is legit IRL, I think. Okay, episode 3. Thank you guys very much for watching. Happy holidays. I have my Santa hat on because I celebrate Christmas. So yeah, good time. I actually had a pretty great Christmas, to be honest. I got to, well, it was funny because last week I didn't really intend to take Christmas Eve off of work. And like Thursday, my boss came up to me and she's like, "Hey, take off Christmas and be with your family for Christmas." I was like, "Well, I'm gonna be there this weekend." They said, "No, take off Monday, or I'll be upset with you." And I said, okay. Because I don't take off too many days from work just because that's what I do. And I don't take off days. I have planned vacations. And then these people just keep wanting me to take off all willy-nilly. Like, after that, I got work to do. Anyways, so I took off Monday. And my mom was like, only expecting me to see expecting to see me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So when I got there, she said something about like opening presents, and I was all like, well, I got plenty of time to do that between now and Tuesday. And she just kind of like stopped what she was doing and just like looked at me and was all like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'll be here till Tuesday. And she was like, oh my god. And she was just really happy, and it was kind of made my day, made my day to make her Christmas that much better. Because that's nice. I mean, our family is kind of separated right now. I mean, I'm in North Carolina. Mom and pops are in South Carolina, and my brother is still back up in Pennsylvania. So at least she got to spend the holiday with one of her kids. So that was nice to have and be part of that. It was nice. It was really good. Christmas, New Year's. I hope everyone. It is the day after Christmas. Well, as recording this, it is Christmas, but this will go up the day after Christmas. But I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, and happy holidays to whoever doesn't celebrate Christmas. It's funny, it's all like Christmas is like this thing and everyone else is in like the umbrella like kind of thing. I mean, I could say, happy Hanukkah, or I hope you had happy Hanukkah. Isn't Hanukkah over? I don't know. And Kwanzaa, I think that lasts till the end of the month. Eid, what the hell is Eid? Eid's like last month, I think. I don't remember. Anyways, happy holidays. I hope you guys had a wonderful season and everything that comes out of that. Yeah, but it was very good for me and good for my family as well. Hopefully the same to yours. So what I really want to talk about this is it is the holiday season, which means a lot of games have come out or are coming out. A lot of things are really kind of going on right now. A few of the things that I do want to talk about. One being the Humble Bundle. 2 being the Steam sale. And 3 being just kind of like general channel things. So I'm actually going to start with the channel things. Over the weekend and kind of everything like that was going on, people were getting, into the Humble Bundle and also the Steam sales. And a lot of people had leftover kind of codes for video games. And I had some Twitter followers that mentioned me and said, "Hey Josh, I have this game. Do you want this game?" And I said, well, I either had the game or I don't really feel comfortable taking the game, just because as a content creator, I feel me should be giving you guys, the games or the whatever, the handouts or whatever, the gifts. And so I said, no, but thank you very much. But what I can do is retweet you with the Steam code and, kind of give that out to one of my followers, which I would rather have than having it kind of taken to myself. So I had a few guys were able to do that, and I thought that was really awesome. So I will say, whenever you guys do have, extra keys, extra codes to anything that you don't want, and you don't want to give to your immediate family or friends or anything, you want to give it to internet strangers, you can give it to, one of the community members. And so anyone who follows me will be able to see the Steam code, and they will be able to take that, which I think would be great. So yeah, always feel free to, you could let me know first, because so I can just let me know that like I'm available to retweet you. Don't just be like, "Hey, JSmith, here's my code," but chances are it's like midnight of New Year's, I'm drunk off my ass somewhere, and just like, what? I won't be able to retweet it for a while. So tweet me, say, "Hey, JSmith, I got a code. Let me know if you're there." And I say, "Okay, I'm here," and then we tweet it together. So it'll be fun and interesting, and it kind of gives me the ability to, interact with the community more. And if you know me, you will know that I'm all about community and interacting and make sure everyone here likes each other and has a good time. That's what I'm all about. So, again, thank you guys very much for participating in that, and especially for participating in the Don't Starve giveaway contest that was last week as well. So, good stuff, very good stuff. I did mention, speaking of New Year's, because I mentioned that, and also the channel. I'm not going to be here, so it is Christmas, and I'll be here, it's the 25th, I'll be here the 26th and the 27th, but the 28th, I'm heading up to Canada to visit those two Canadian jabronis, Northern Lion and Michael A.L. Fox, for our annual Deck Gen get-together, which is our New Year's kind of festival that we have, us three with some other close friends. So I will be busy these next 3 days creating content for you guys that you will be able to, I'll have those consistent, daily updates that you guys have grown accustomed to. And I feel that if I don't do these updates, like, certainly I could just say, oh, I'm on vacation, I don't need to upload anything. But I don't want to get into that rhythm, because if I say, oh, I don't want to upload today, well, what about tomorrow? Am I going to upload tomorrow? And I'll be like, they can, wait another day for another upload. And I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that you can go to every day and have something new. Maybe down the line, I might take Sundays off or something if it gets too much, but, one video a day isn't too much of a burden. It's just when I need to start making these backlogs. But I shouldn't have to do that too much. It's just this holiday season has been crazy for me. With taking an extended vacation for this weekend to spend with my parents, and then next weekend to spend up in Canada. It's been hectic, but it's been fun, and I enjoy creating content for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching it, because that's what I'm here to provide. I think that is all the channel updates and everything that's kind of going on in the realm, world, land of JSmith. Yeah, so let's get into some of the other stuff that was going on, and like blah 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 blah. We will start with the Humble Bundle. So what came with the Humble Bundle? We have Dungeon Defenders, Legends of Grimrock, Snapshot, Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb Edition, Closure, Shank II, and Indie Game the Movie. Out of those, I probably only played a few. Dungeon Defenders, I have not played at all, so hopefully I'll get into that soon. But I think that's a multiplayer type deal, so I'll maybe have to wait for some other friends, other mates, to get on and play that with them. But I might check it out myself, who knows. Maybe, and kind of expect almost a quick look at a lot of the games that I'm mentioning today. I know that a lot of them are older, but as I mentioned in something else, I wouldn't mind doing older video games. Of course, they're not, new things that you might not know anything about, but these are games that you might have forgotten, or you can get cheap now because you haven't played them in, forever, and maybe you did forget about them. So, yeah, maybe I'll be doing videos for all of these, so keep a lookout for my quick look at that, and hopefully we'll get something going. Next up is Legends of Grimrock, and I got that and I played it for about an hour or so. It seems interesting, seems neat. It's kind of a first-person perspective of, an old-time RPG. So I'm really looking forward to sinking my teeth into that. But as for now, I got into Grimrock, and I didn't really survive for too long because these slugs came out and murdered me. I wasn't too sure on how combat exactly worked. And I was trying to switch between characters and run away, and I got mauled by a big angry slug, so that was bad. I think he only killed one of my characters, and I was just like, I'll get back into it later, and I haven't played it since. But I also played that the day before I left, I think, so it didn't give me too much of a chance to really get into it. Maybe some other time. Next up, Snapshot. If you recall, I did a quick look on Snapshot probably a month or so ago, maybe more than that actually. A really fun game, and if you enjoy puzzle games and really bright, colorful games, I think Snapshot is really right for you if you could pick it up either on a Steam sale, or I think the Humble Bundle is still up for another week or so. So certainly check out all of these games and support either the charities or the developers or Humble Bundle itself. I do want to emphasize my support for Humble Bundle and everything that they've done, even the THQ. I know some people don't like that, but I did THQ has recently filed for bankruptcy too. I just really want that damn South Park game. That's all. I want to keep THQ afloat until they do that. I think Northline wants to keep THQ afloat until they come out with that damn wrestling game that came out to iOS, but no other thing. So it should be fun. Should be interesting to see all the people that have the Humble Bundle. I think the last time I checked was today. There was well over 1 million kind of donations or whatever have you to support it. So good stuff. It's really interesting. I love that kind of the way of distribution as well. I think that's really neat and really cool. Next up, Binding of Isaac: Wrath of the Lamb Edition. I've had Binding of Isaac for the longest time, probably since it was released. What I didn't have was the Wrath of the Lamb Edition, and so I was able to play a little bit of those. I am sad that I am unable to record the Binding of Isaac just because the program that I use for apps is incompatible for whatever reason, probably because it's like Flash or something. I know I could use Camtasia, and I had a Camtasia 30-day trial period, but that ran out, and I was all like, I don't feel like buying it right now or anything. So I let that run out, and I need that, or at least another software that's compatible with running that game. So I don't know. I think it'd be fun to do at least a quick look at Binding of Isaac. I know a lot of Northlands fans really enjoy that game. That's kind of like what has pushed him to like awesome fame, other than his awesome self. But yeah, I think that would be a fun game. I'm really bad. I think I've only got to Mom's Heart. I think I've died at Mom's Heart, but I don't think I've ever beat it though. But fun game still, nonetheless. Closure was a game that I got into for about an hour or so. Another one of those, well, I got the game, let me just try it out real briefly. And I really wasn't sure what I was getting into, but I'm happy with the results, if that makes any sense. Closure is a black and white platform puzzle game, and probably more puzzle than platform, to be honest. And you're trying to get from one end of the screen to the other, but the gimmick, if you call it a gimmick, is it is all kind of revolving around light. And so you have these little beacons of light that you can move around the map, and when you're in the light and you're on the ground, you can walk along the ground. But when you step outside the light and you step to where there is no light at all, you fall through the ground and you die. And so the way that they've devised different puzzles in this game is really interesting and really unique, and I liked it a whole lot. I'm just bad at puzzle games, and so I think I just got like, if I get stuck on a puzzle for like 5 minutes or so, I'm just like, well, dust my hands of it and I'm checking out, and I'll see this game later. I did feel that, but it wasn't as much as some other games that I've played, like Braid. I really kind of got bored of, and I did finish it. But like I kind of like had to push myself to do it. But Closure is really interesting, and it seems like there's a lot of level variety and a lot of different levels and a lot of different challenges and puzzles to kind of keep you guys kind of going through it. It's a good game, really interesting. Glad I picked it up for the price that I did. I think I paid $15 for the entire bundle, so I don't know. Closure was it was a nice surprise, I'd say. Shank II is another game that was involved, and I don't really remember playing Shank II. I do remember, and I do know that I own the first one. I don't know if I do own the second, though. It's probably worth looking into that. Shank 1, the reason I didn't like it so much is just because it was kind of repetitive to me. And hopefully Shank 2 kind of fixed that, but I really don't know. Maybe I'll do a quick look and give my impressions further from that. But it's made by Client Entertainment, who makes Don't Starve, obviously, and also Mark of the Ninja, which has been one of this year's hottest games, especially on the indie perspective as well. So yeah, we'll see. I'll see what Shank 2 has to offer. Hopefully a lot, but I'll keep an open mind for that. And the last was an interesting addition is Indie Game the Movie, and Indie Game the Movie is, I don't know, I do know that I have it on Netflix, and I just haven't got around to watching it, although I want to. It just hasn't been kind of on my to-do list. Eventually I want to do it because I really am interested in the team meat kind of part of it, because if you know one thing about JSmith, I'm all about the meat. No, but seriously, I do enjoy Team Meat and all the content that they've provided with Super Meat Boy, one of my favorite games. And yeah, I really am interested in seeing like what Edmund McMillan's like whole part and everything was. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't watched it yet, but I do want to watch it in the near future, and I'll maybe in future JSmith IRL, I'll give you some more feelings on that. Okay, so I think that ramps it up for the Humble Bundle. So a lot of games that I haven't played, or games that I haven't played a lot of, but hopefully I'll get more kind of into those at some point in the future. Next up, I want to talk a little bit about the Steam sale. And so I'm going to get some people mad because some of the games that I just bought may be a little bit older in the sense that it's my first time getting it, but I should have been playing these games before, because if you know me, and I think a lot of these, like, you'll just be like, oh my god, I can't believe JSmith hasn't played this. So let's start with probably the most audacious, just Bastion. I have never played Bastion. I just picked it up for like $3 or so, and I can't believe I didn't pick this up in one of the bundles. I know that it's been part of it, but for whatever reason, I never played Bastion yet. And I know that it's a fun game, and I know it's really interesting and really cool, and the narration's great, especially for a guy who likes narration, for like, say, Thomas Was Alone, like I did. The narration in Bastion is supposed to be just like off the charts and just really awesome. So I'm looking forward to playing that and getting into that as well. So it should be good. It should be really good, and I'm really excited to be starting to play it. Next up is Rayman Origins. I've always liked, the big names in 2D platforming like Sonic or Mario. Rayman, I think, should be like up there as well. I've never really played like a Rayman game, but his legacy kind of precedes him, I suppose. But yeah, I think the most time I've ever spent in a Rayman game maybe was like in an emulator, and it was only for like 10 minutes just to kind of see what everything was going on. But yeah, never really got into it. But hopefully with Rayman Origins, I love the art style and the art direction that Ubisoft took with the game. So hopefully that'll broaden my Rayman horizons, and I'll be able to see what the game really truly is all about. So I'm really excited to play that. I think I picked it up for 15, maybe a little bit less, I can't remember. Next up is Hotline Miami, which came out I think last month. Supposed to be really good kind of shooter, supposed to be hard, but it has an awesome soundtrack, I've heard. So really looking forward to getting into this. Half Minute Hero, Super Mega Neo Climax Ultimate Boy. Northern Lion talked about that a lot on the podcast, and also like on a personal level. He likes it. That'll probably mean that I'll like it. I want to test that out as soon as possible and stop doing these. I really need to stop this and get into all these games. There's so many games that I need to play. So little time, so many games. Then the last one is Flyin, FLY''N. I don't think I've really ever heard of this game, and I just saw it on the Steam sale, like main page, I think, and I said, that looks cool. Maybe it will be cool. So I spent, I think, $5 or whatever on it and picked that up as well. So I'm looking forward to playing that. So that's going to be it for the Steam that I bought, for myself at least. I did buy a couple copies of Borderlands 2 for friends. I gifted those out. And I bought a Hotline Miami for a friend, which is funny because when I bought my copy, I got it for the daily deal, which was today. For his copy, I got it also today, but it was before the daily deal, so I think I spent like, $5, or like $3 to $5 more for him. So, Clint, I hope you enjoy that. I bought Walking Dead for a friend as well, and so yeah. So hopefully they'll get into those games. Hopefully they enjoy them. But yeah, that's it for Steam, I think. The last thing that I want to talk about is Monday night. So like Christmas Eve, I get an email, and I'm checking my phone, and I see it's from like Nifla's. And I was like, what the hell is Nifla's like emailing me for? Apparently I probably like signed up like on the website. And if you don't know, Nifla's has made games such as Knit, or am I pronouncing that wrong? I've heard it pronounced Knit or just Knit. I say Knit because it's K-N-Y-T-T. Just makes more sense. It's easier to roll off the tongue. And for me, as you've probably found, I get tongue twisted quite often. So, Knit Stories Within a Deep Forest, and also Night Sky. Really cool games, and a lot of like really exploration based as well. And it's almost like you feel alone because you're on like all these adventures, but there are like little small towns and everything that you can get like some humanity in. But for the most part, you feel like you're caught in like this whole big world, and you're doing all that you can to explore it. And so it's kind of Metroidvania based, but not so much combat based. It's more just trying to figure out and solve problems along the way, and it's just really fun, really exploration based, and I like that a lot because it's relaxing, at the same time as it's also puzzle solving, and so it's just really cool way to sit down and relax and play a video game and also feel like you're accomplishing something. Knit Underground, I got this and it was a code to play Knit Underground from Niflis. I was like, whoa. I guess I probably signed up for access on the website or something like that, or he picked out Twitter followers or something. He recently got a Twitter account, so I was able to pick up that. So I'm really excited to play Knit Underground. I'm unsure, or when the first previews came out, I was unsure about the art style. I still kind of am, because it's going from like a almost like an 8-bit, or not really 8-bit, but kind of like pixelated art style, to a more smooth art style, so it looks more like a Macromedia Flash type game. And I was kind of, I don't know. I haven't made any decisions on it yet. I've only played the game for 5 minutes just to make sure it ran. And it does, so that's good. So I do want to make a video on that at some point soon, just to kind of get some real perspective on how that game is going to be. So I'm really excited. Look forward to, at least a quick look at for that game. And we'll see where we kind of go from there. And I think that's really all I wanted to cover. So thank you guys very much again for sticking tuned and hanging out with me today. It was fun. I hope you guys had a happy holidays for whatever holiday season that is for you. You guys are great. Look forward to more content every day. Hopefully I'll be able to generate enough content to keep me going through my for the next break, but we'll see. But again, thank you guys very much. Stay tuned for more Don't Starve. I have something pretty fun that I want to do with that game, so stay tuned for that. I have all these quick looks that I've been doing, and hopefully some more Scribblenauts as well. So thank you guys very much. As always, you guys are the best. You guys are the greatest. But that is going to be it for me. So thank you again, and I will see you later. How do I turn off this webcam? You don't know. I do. Stop on.